Hey everyone.
Hey guys.
Sorry we're late, but we got a little distracted over at Lori's live a few minutes ago. We got to watching it and it put us behind getting ready. But we're here now.
All five of us.
Yeah, wait a few minutes because there's not. Gotta let people get in.
Yep.
There it is.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
There's Mike, says hi all.
Hey Mike.
There's Joe Taylor, said hi.
Hey Joe.
Robert Mac Media.
Hey there, Robert.
There's Kathy, said good evening to all here from Minnesota. Forecast for 2 to 6 inches of snow Tuesday through Wednesday.
Oh,
Rain
wow.
happening now.
No.
Snow. She's way up there.
Whoa.
No snow here. It was still in the 70s today.
Mhm.
Yeah, in the 70s.
Yep.
So we're starting to have a little bit cooler mornings. So fall weather's starting to start, but
Yeah.
still a long ways off.
There's Tammy, said hello, Kevin, Kimberly, Abby, and Izzy. How
Hey,
are y'all?
Tammy. There's Granddad.
Yep.
Hi,
there's-
Granddad.
And Momo.
Mhm.
Mama, Granddad.
Jacob Jones is in here.
Hey, Jacob.
Jennifer said howdy y'all.
Hey, Jennifer.
Let's see. Mike said good evening.
Hey, Mike. There's Eric Smith. Happy Monday from Pensacola.
Hey there.
Diane, hello from Ohio. Almost made it through your video.
Mhm.
Well, thank you. There's Pam Francis. Said, hey, girls, how are y'all tonight?
Good.
Izzy?
Good.
Good. Are you sleepy already? It's so early. I mean, we're an hour early.
Yeah.
You're still sleepy.
Tim said good evening, Grounds family.
Hey, Tim.
Maxine said hello, Kevin, Abby, Izzy, and Kimberly.
Hey, Maxine.
Jessica said listening, driving home. They went to a 4-H
4-H
banquet.
banquet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I saw that.
Katie said long time no talk, Grounds family.
Yeah, she was over in Lori's live too.
Loma said howdy, howdy, Kevin and Kimberly, Abby and Izzy.
Hey, Loma.
Tanya said hi, guys. Saw you got a buck. So glad. Meat in the freezer.
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually already ate some.
Yeah, it was good. Patty said good evening to you all.
Hey, Patty.
Lenny said howdy, Grounds family.
Hey, Lenny. Oh, there's Neil.
Said, hey guys, I've missed my Abbiness smile therapy. Can I get a stronger dose today?
Yeah, you can.
Here's my little assistant.
Yep, she's got her little assistant.
You turtle.
He's
Tortoise.
cute.
You say hi.
Yep, tortoise, not turtle. Reba said, lot of rain up north. How about you guys?
Yeah, it came through. It didn't last very long, but it was really hard when the line came through. What is?
Izzy's already ready to go to bed.
At 7:30?
You're too cute.
They did have to get up early and go to Momo's this morning. So.
Yeah, we see Momo today.
Yep.
Okay. You ready? You tell night night? I don't know if y'all heard that. She said night night.
Sweet dreams. Okay, you can scoot over now. You don't have to sit on my chair too. Got the whole chair to yourself.
Yeah. And him.
Yep. Okay, Cindy Lee says hello, everyone. There's Barb says hello from McPherson, Kansas. Oh, Jacob wants to know how soccer went.
Good. What we didn't win.
Yeah. Went well, but they did not win. Yeah, this last week was the championship games, and I guess last week now. And they both lost in the semifinals, but they both lost to the championship team. So The team they lost again actually won the whole thing, but they had to beat another team after that. But so I guess that's one way to look at it. At least they lost to the champions and not somebody else. He's being funny. But yeah, both girls had games Monday night, Tuesday night, and Thursday night. And if they would have won their first game on Thursday, they would have both played again at 7 and would have had 2 games that night. And they would have been dragging after that. Sitting down.
Go the table. Oh.
Lama said they had a cold front with the storms at 75. Now it's 55. I don't know what the temperature is now here. It may be cold.
Our cold front's not till Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
And it's still like low 60s is what it was projecting when I looked earlier. So
Yeah, I was gonna look.
Oh,
it's 59, so
okay. A little cooler than it was last night.
Cool. Yeah, last night was 66.
Maybe go put him back in there so he can be under his heat lamp.
We'll go back.
Because this table's kind of cool.
Time to go back to turtle.
Yeah, it's about to be his bedtime anyhow. Lights go out.
Yeah.
But it'll give him time to bury up.
Yeah. He's funny with that.
Still hot and muggy down here in southwest Louisiana.
Yeah. Takes a lot longer down there.
Yeah, today was a very muggy day too. I mean, it was just the air was thick.
Edward said, "Hello, Kevin, Kimberly, Abby, and Izzy. Did you, Abby and Izzy, have fun hunting?"
Did you have fun hunting?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because let's see, the first day, y'all both went in the morning. You went back in the afternoon. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Monday,
They both went.
both went.
So I was working.
And then Saturday, Izzy and I went.
Yeah.
So they've both been 3 times, but part of the time they've been by themselves. But Abby didn't want to get up early in the morning. And I had actually planned on sleeping in that Saturday morning, but the night before, Izzy's like, I want to get up and go hunting. And I was like, what if we go a little later? She's like, no, I want to get up now. And I was like, okay. So, and she'd already laid out all of her clothes, had a little backpack packed with some coloring books and some books to read and a blanket.
She was in bed, what, by 7?
Yeah, 7 or 7:30, she went to bed. And so usually she's hard to get up in the morning. So I went in there, I pulled the covers back a little bit to wake her up. Her eyes popped wide open. She goes, is it time to go hunting? I was like, yes. So she jumped right up, got ready. And she's like, it's still dark outside. I was like, not quite. I was like, it was real foggy, but it was starting to get a little daylight. But we got out there and she had a good time. Yeah,
and it was about 8 o'clock. Abby woke up, and they came back about 8:30. So she got to sleep until almost the time they got back.
Yep.
Let's see. Find where we are.
Yeah. So I lost it when I had to leave. And then came back. Good evening.
Yep.
Okay. Tim said I sure would like to see you ride that pig again. Oh, don't worry, it'll be a short. If I can get it to work, it's going to be a short.
Yeah.
Because
I wasn't sure how he would react, but he was fine till I was telling him to giddy up.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cowboy Short.
Cowboy Short says, howdy, Grounds family.
Hey there. Pam said, great job, girls, helping Dad get that buck.
Yep, they did good. And actually, we're really good sitting in the blind. I mean,
Tammy said, congratulations on the buck.
Thank you.
Connie said, hey, Kevin, saw you got a big deer. Girls did well. Kimberly, were you at work or just not a hunter? I have never been. I will say that. And when he got that one, I was
That day
actually
you
I
were
was
at
at work.
Yes.
That Saturday, whenever they went, the day that the gun was messed up, before he got the scope sighted in, that was a Saturday, and I stayed home and I cleaned house. So
Just remember that's 10 minutes in.
okay, sorry.
We can fix it in post-production.
Sorry about that. I just wasn't thinking. But no, I've never been. I'm not opposed to it. It's just I've never been, and just not my thing. I'll go with him if he ever wants me to. But
Yeah, she's gonna go sometime. She talked about it, but
Yeah.
then, like I said, that day she didn't. And the other times,
and I've just
Well,
had
the other
breakfast
time,
ready for him too.
Abby
so.
wanted to sleep in, and then she was
Mhm.
working the other day. But we've still got quite a bit of time, so
Yep.
she can go sometime.
Yep.
Did you do that update on the computer?
I don't remember.
Barb said, "What ages are your beautiful girls?"
I'm 10. She's 7.
Yep, 10 and 7.
Abby's 10. Izzy that just went to bed is 7.
And the turtles, I have no idea.
Loma said, "Yummy, yummy, 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 dear."
Yeah, yummy, yummy. Doo-doo.
Tim said, "Congratulations on the buck." Melinda said, "Hey y'all, K and girls, good job getting that deer."
Kevin,
Lost our spot now. Okay.
Susan said, "Hey all."
Hey there, Susan.
Izzy was exhausted tonight, apparently.
Yeah.
So that's why she wasn't given very many smiles tonight.
Yeah, you'll just have to give extras.
Edward said, "What's the name of your tortoise?"
we call him Torty, but we don't know if he's a boy or girl.
Yeah, she's decided that she likes calling him Torty.
Yeah, so we just call him Torty the tortoise until we figure out maybe later if it's a boy or girl, we'll give it a real name then.
Yeah.
Or it may just stay Torty forever because that works for either.
Yeah.
Cute.
Neil said, "You need to teach the tortoise to smile."
Can you
He
do
will get
that?
irritated every now and then. It's kind of funny to listen to his noises.
I was going to say, he may not be able to smile, but
No, he's so
if you
cute.
ever watch him eat, it can make you smile because
It's
that is
cute.
the neatest thing ever.
Like, I put some food in this morning.
Yeah, it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could watch that. I could just sit there and watch that. for
I
a
know,
while.
and listen to him. It's cute.
He's so cute. And then he'll watch and be like,
Tim said the turtle needs to be a part of the family.
Yep,
he is.
he
Look
may
at him.
outlive us all.
Yeah.
Taking them.
Jacob said, "I think this is the shortest that Izzy was on the live." Probably.
Yes.
New record.
New record.
Yay.
Susan said, "How big will your assistant get, Abby?"
A very big.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like up to like 3 feet diameter and like
Yeah.
over 100 pounds
Yeah. Something
and
like
over
that.
100 years old, 70 to 100 years old, something like that?
Yay. I can ride him.
Tim said, "Did you take the deer to be processed?"
Nope, we actually did it ourselves. Or on that one, my dad helped me a lot.
Yeah.
But at least get it broke down. And then Kimberly and I did the rest.
Yep.
But the process, it would be handy to just take it to the processor, but it's kind of expensive and
Mm-hmm.
we're able to do it, so we just did it ourselves.
Yep. Hello from Ontario, Canada.
Hey there.
Pam said, "Great job, Abby." Loma said, "Please hit the like button."
Yeah.
Please.
Thank you very much.
Neil asked if that's a baby Ninja Turtle.
You know, for Halloween, I'm going to have to do that.
A baby Ninja Tortoise.
Barb said she has 5 beautiful granddaughters, ages 1, 2, 4, 7, and 14.
Oh,
Awesome.
got your hands full.
Yeah. Cindy said it's raining here in Iowa.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all been as dry as us, but if so, then y'all are needing the rain too. Oh, the winds are strong in northeast Oklahoma. Yeah, they were strong a little bit through here, but they've calmed down now. I don't know if it's going to be worse later on or what. Michael asked how we're doing tonight.
Doing well.
Yep,
You
doing
know,
great.
So is 20.
Oh, Mike sent a super chat. Thank you so much.
You?
Says enjoy and happy Thanksgiving from Tennessee.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
Hope you have a happy Thanksgiving as well.
You can
Yep.
extra smile.
Because it'll be here, what, next week? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next Thursday. Be here before you know it.
Turkey.
We probably already said this after she asked because we're
But
behind.
yeah, probably.
But,
Torty the tortoise right now.
yeah, Torty the tortoise.
Tortilla.
Oh, it's 35 degrees in Ontario.
Oh wow.
Too cold for me.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy, I don't like cold.
Robert said great live stream.
Thank you. Brandon said, hey guys, apologize a little late. We got smoke detectors going off. I guess I'm not a very good cook. If I remember right, they were going off with Stephanie too, so it may mean you're a great cook like her and it's just the food's ready.
Wait, did he get to see my turtle?
I don't know.
Yeah, because we're behind. Probably. So.
Yeah. We can show again later,
Yeah.
maybe.
We'll see.
Or another life.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
Bacon is hard to cook. Okay, this is the secret to bacon.
Yeah.
And it makes it so easy because you don't have to worry about it burning and you don't have to worry about smoke detectors and constantly flipping it. This is the way we do it. Take a really big cookie sheet, line it with parchment paper, lay the bacon out on it in a single layer, put it in the oven, 350 or
I do
400.
350.
I've done 400 before, too, but you got to watch it a little closer.
400 lately, as long as I watch it close, just because
It's not as forgiving, yeah, because it can go pretty quick. But
Yeah.
you just got to cook it, and you want to pull it at, well, you like your stuff really crunchy, so you actually want to cook it till it's done. But for us, you want to pull it out right before it looks like it's done because it'll continue to cook in the grease when you pull it out. Put it on some paper towels, and you'll have the best chewy bacon
Crunchy.
you've ever
It's
had.
better.
Not really.
If you leave it in just a little bit longer, you'll have good crunchy bacon.
A couple more minutes, it'll be crunchy bacon. But I am not a fan of crunchy bacon at all. It tastes greasy to me, and I just do not like it.
Chewy is hard to swallow.
Not if you chew it up.
There's Stephanie. Said, hey, guys.
Hey, Stephanie.
Hi.
Hopefully Brandon doesn't burn your house down.
That would be very bad.
Yes. Back to the tiny house.
Isabel
for them
said,
and doghouse for Brandon.
Or you can come with us less.
what?
And look
There you go.
We're a little far away, but
at that.
okay. She's got a plan.
Keep on friends.
Robert said, please hit the like button.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank
There's
you.
Isabel. Said, hi, Grounds family.
Where are you at?
It was right above it. You missed it. You'd skipped it.
I don't see it. Oh, wait. Okay, it's a few comments up for me.
Yeah.
I forget this is out of order.
Barb said it
bed.
goes 52 degrees here, feels like 44 degrees and windy out.
Yeah, which this house feels a little warm to me.
It is.
That.
Susan said, Brandon, I cooked my bacon in a cooling rack on top of cookie sheet in the oven.
Okay, yep. That works too, because then the grease will fall through.
Yeah. I just don't like scrubbing the
parchment paper is the
racks.
easiest thing, because then once you pull the bacon off of it, just let it sit till it cools a little. You can just pull the whole thing off and throw it away because the grease will.
And it's not hard to wash that cookie sheet afterwards because it's not greasy.
It's basically clean.
Yeah, we lay the parchment paper in there and then like fold it.
Yeah, where the edges.
Where all the edges fold up, stay up like
So,
along
take
the sides of the cookie sheet.
It's almost like a pan inside.
Yeah.
And you just do it on all the edges.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mildred said, hello, Grounds family. It was 34 degrees here in the Eastern Shore of Maryland this morning. Loved your deer hunt video.
Well, thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, it actually, which I wasn't sure how it was going to do because we haven't done hunting videos before, but it actually didn't do that great. So we'll have to see. Maybe it's going to be a delayed one, but it's not performing as well as our others. So we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah. Maxine said, so glad that each of the girls got one-on-one time with Daddy deer hunting.
Yep. It was a great time. course, their idea of deer hunting and real deer hunting is two different things. Like, they're good to sit in the blind for a while, and then they're like, we just go walk through the woods and look for one. I'm like, it's not really how it works, but we did. Didn't we?
Yeah.
Each time. They got to check things out, which we did see some deer run through whenever we were walking through the woods that one time. They ran in front of us.
Dean said, did I make it?
Yep, you
Yep.
made it.
Not in time to see the turtle.
Jacob said, at least they know their smoke alarms are working.
Wait, should I bring the turtle back?
No, not right now. Let him
Oh.
sleep.
Kason keeps running through the house saying that's my job when the smoke alarm goes. When the smoke alarms go off, I showed him how to fan it so it goes out faster. Or so it goes off faster.
That's funny.
Yep.
Michael said, hey, nice buck the other day. The girls did a good job loading it up.
Yep. They were a big help.
Mm-hmm. You ready to go to bed? All right. Tell them night night.
One more big smile for Neil. No, a good one. Crazy kid.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. Now we can keep this a little closer where it's easier to read. Okay. Try to get caught up because we are almost 15 minutes behind. Oh, yeah, I told him not to, but only do it when you're cooking bacon because you know it's not a real fire. Yeah, smart thinking. Paymaster, did we get the buck processed yet? We actually did ourselves, so we still have some, like we haven't ground anything yet because we've got a meat grinder, but we still got to trim up a little bit to grind it, but we will do that a little later because with all the trimmings, they don't make up that much. So if we can get a big group, if we get some other deer, then we can do one big grinding day and make a lot of ground deer meat that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't want to, as hard as the grinder is to clean all that, I don't want to do that for little batches a bunch of time. I'd rather just wait and do it all at once.
Yeah.
So that part went into the freezer and we'll wait until it's time to do it, which we can thaw it out. We've got a fridge out in our shed that we can put it in to thaw back out to grind, which it's better if you grind it when it's a little slushy anyhow. Huh?
That's under my hand.
Yeah, your hand.
Well, it's white. It's a fuzz, I guess. That's
Head
weird.
lice eggs.
Oh, whatever. He's crazy.
Yep.
She reads Susan. It's about 41 degrees.
Nope.
Supposed to get a windstorm coming in tonight.
Huh. Hopefully it won't be too bad.
Erica said it's very relaxing.
Yes, definitely. Especially all the wildlife. Because like I said, every day we went, we saw deer, turkeys, some squirrels, crows. I mean, all kinds of stuff. But
I enjoy getting to watch back the videos.
like whenever Izzy and I went on Saturday, I think we saw 12 turkeys out in the field. So it was a good time.
Isabel said congrats on the buck.
Thank you.
Jacob said, now that soccer's over, will you get back on a schedule for the lives?
To some extent, but we're debating about changing to Monday night. But the only thing is that
Except
won't
next
work
month.
for December
Yeah.
because I'll be working Monday nights.
Mm-hmm.
So we will probably get on a little bit of a better schedule, but nothing permanent yet.
Yeah. Okay, my thing jumped again. Come on.
Let's see.
Okay.
Is that H Spag? Spag? I think that's an A. SPH.
Yeah.
Kevin, do you process the deer yourself? Yes, we did. Well, with the help of my dad. Because, like I said, I have only, until this year, I've only ever had one deer, and that's when I was a kid. And so I'm sure he did it then too. But I haven't been hunting in years. Well, last year went for one day, maybe two. But so he came with the first day. I had watched some YouTube videos on processing it, but whenever your hands are messy and trying to remember what those videos were, I was like, hey, can you come up? And so I got the first one all skin out and everything and ready, and he helped get that one done, which he did most of the work on it. So then got that put up, but now I'll be able to do it now that I know.
Yep. Tanya said, finally joined and just ordered my t-shirt.
Oh,
awesome.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. We
Let's
appreciate
see.
you.
I heard a beat.
Yeah. I saw an email.
Yep, Tanya.
Awesome. Lenny asked if we saved the rack. Yes.
Yes. I'm not sure what happened here. Tanya, did you mean to do 2 orders? Because there's 2 orders with one of them has 2 shirts, the other has 1. I just want to make sure that that's right, and if not, we can fix it.
Erica says hello from Stamps, Arkansas.
Hey there. It's what, down south central?
Yeah.
Yep. Michael wants to know how Stephanie's arm is doing.
Yeah, I checked on her a little bit ago.
Edward asked what we're going to do with the rack. Right now, it's just hanging, but what I plan on doing is doing a European mount. South Arkansas working, one of the game wardens down there used to do European mounts, and I watched how he did it. So I'm going to try for me and the girls to do it ourselves, because they've already made a schedule that 1 month one of them wants it in their room, the next month the other one wants it. So they're going to rotate it out every month on whose room it's going to be in. And then they're like, what if we just put it in the living room? I was like, it's not really.
No.
Like, I don't think mommy would go for that.
No.
So they're just going to swap it out in their room, because even though they were just with me while we were hunting and they didn't actually get to harvest it themselves, they pretty much are taking it as their deer.
Yeah.
Which is perfectly fine with me. But I guess that is probably the biggest deer, because I think the last one I killed was a 6-point whenever I was a kid.
Mike said I like to process my own deer, but everyone has their own preference.
Yeah, like I said, I like it for the simple fact that it's cheaper, but when I'm actually doing it, I'm like, that processor sure would be nice now. But also with the processors, you never know if you're actually getting your deer back or if they're just doing it by weight. And some people don't take care of their meat as well as others. Like, they may drive around in the back of their truck for a while, and it was like 70 degrees that day, and so it was a mess trying to get it done before that way it wouldn't ruin.
Let's see. Anita said hello from Kansas. Got much needed rain and very, very, very windy right now.
Yeah, I could do without the wind, but the rain is very nice. I don't know how much we got, but it came a downpour for
right
probably
before
about 20 minutes.
I got off work. So I was having to excuse me. Had to run to the pharmacy. I had to run to the car, run into the pharmacy, run back out, and the wind's like blowing sideways. So I had an umbrella, but it really didn't do me any good.
Yeah.
And then I got home and it wasn't really raining too bad, but then as soon as I got in the door, it was like it flooded again. So let's see. Can't wait to watch the tortoise grow up. Yep, it's pretty sweet. Neil said, tortilla tortoise. I like his shell suit.
Yeah. Tanya, I'll email you the one that I think, and to make sure and confirm that's right, and I'll make sure the other one gets canceled and refunded.
Loma said, yep, that's the best way on bacon.
Yes.
Diane said, fried a ribeye for a late supper and green beans.
Oh, that sounds good.
I'm
Mm,
not sure which kid that is.
no telling. Sounds like nope. Izzy. I'm not a fan of crunchy bacon either. Huh, cooked hamburgers in the oven. We've not done that. We've got like one of those George Foreman grills, like countertop grills that we'll cook them on that lets all the grease drain off. They're pretty good that way too. Connie said, you guys tickle me with the smoke detectors. My belief is dinner is done when the smoke alarm goes off. Yep. Susan, no, we need to get us one of those bacon grease canisters to keep it in. Because like growing up we did, but we don't do a whole lot of fry or anything. Like usually whenever we cook bacon, if we're going to do eggs that morning, we'll use a little bit of the grease for that. But for the most part, no, we don't do a whole lot of frying and do a whole lot of stuff with grease in it. Which we did fry up some of the deer meat and it tasted delicious, but we were off filling it later because we just don't eat very much fried stuff. And so we're going to either grill or do something different with the next batch. That looks delicious.
Let's see.
How do we celebrate Thanksgiving? We eat.
Yeah. Well, a lot of Thanksgivings he winds up working.
I'm working this Thanksgiving.
And he is working this Thanksgiving in true typical style. So we host up here, and it's just his folks that come up because my family lives about 4 hours away, and so we have them over, and sometimes his sister and her husband come up, and
they live in another state also,
and we have a big meal and then leftovers for days.
Yes.
But that's about it. But I mean, it's good and it's fun. I like to cook the meals, so.
Yeah, because usually the way it works out, like for my work schedule, I'm either free one meal or the other. And so, like, I'm on days, so we're going to do it in the evening this time.
Yeah. And that way I have all day to cook, too, because I do work on Wednesday. And the week of Thanksgiving, we only work 3 days. So those 3 days are usually very busy. So, maybe tired when I get home.
Yeah.
Neil said, did Abby say I got a plan? That's Captain Cason's catchphrase. They're always coming up with some sort of scheme.
Yeah.
Maxine said, I thought y'all did a fantastic time tracking that buck. I found myself ducking to get through the low limbs on trees when you had to.
Yeah, that was a team effort there. Because like I said, whenever we finally got it and tracked it down through there, and Izzy found us a path and ran the camera, and Abby and I pulled it out.
Y'all did good. The girls are so cute. Well, thank you. Mike said, I take the smoke detector down till I'm done. If it goes off, and then put it back up.
The problem is now some of the ones like that are like ours are wired into the house. So like if one goes off, they all go off. And then if you pull them off, they still have batteries in them too. And then if you pull the main battery out, it still has another backup battery. And so trying to get it to go off if they ever go is a pain.
Yeah.
So we just try not to make them go off. But
Dean said, I'm not seeing much. I'm in and out.
Understand that.
Yep. Jessica said they're home now.
We can tell them about the time you set off the smoke detectors. Maybe later.
Yeah. You can.
if we ever get caught up.
It's fine. Tim said, "Are you going to go hunting again?"
Yes. Yeah, probably.
Well, he did go Saturday.
Yes.
Because the video was from this past Monday, a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a little behind.
Yeah.
Because we wound up getting a lot of stuff kind of all together, so we were having to try to stay caught up with what was going on, and then
yeah. But yeah, I went Saturday. I planned initially to go today, but I had a doctor's appointment, so didn't go that. And then it rained this afternoon, and then be tied up part of this next weekend, so possibly maybe Monday, because we've still got another week after that it's open.
Yeah. Oh, his internet's in and out.
Oh, okay.
Can you refreeze it after you grind it?
Yes.
Yeah. Anita said, I know some people that add ground pork to deer for fat.
Yeah, we actually have, whenever we had the 3 pigs processed, we had a bunch of leaf lard left over from them in a bag, and so we'll probably incorporate that into it so that it will have some fat content to it.
Oh, Mike said if he doesn't pull the smoke, turns down, the dogs go outside and stay.
I don't blame them. I don't like listening to those things either.
Oh, it just jumped again.
Do you make steaks, jerky, burgers, or something different with the meat? The night it was like little deer steak things, I guess is what you would call it. We had fried up, but we'll make, like I said, we'll make ground deer out of the other, and then I don't know, use it different ways. I don't know if we'll do anything like a roast or anything, but probably won't do jerky.
Yeah.
Just because it's I don't know that I want to go through the trouble of cutting all that down to do that. But
yeah.
Who knows?
Erica said, I've been hunting out my bedroom window since I've had a complete knee replacement.
Oh, no. Hopefully you're getting around a little better.
Yep. That's no fun to rehab from, but it's worth it in the end. Yep. According to most of my patients. Pretty much all of them.
And, good night, Mike. I just saw, he said, I saw over here, he said he's going to bed. So
good night.
Soon. Appreciate you.
Aunt Tony said, hi, y'all. I'm going to say that y'all are true homesteaders for the fact that y'all processed your own venison.
Yeah, like I said, whenever I'm doing it, I'm thinking, man, it would be so much easier to just take it to a processor, but
it's a lot cheaper, and we know what we're getting with it too.
Whenever I looked at like the cut sheet for one of them, I think it said like the average cost for deer was like $225 or $250, and I'm just like,
that's a lot.
Depending on what you got, because I know that like the summer sausage is expensive when you do it, but it's like for them it's like a $70 cut fee, $15 to skin, and then if you get ground, it's $1.50 a pound. If you get sausage, it's $2 a pound, and it just adds up, and I'm just like, I just don't want to do it. Which I guess I could just have them do basic cuts and like pull it out, and then we grind it ourselves. But
yeah.
That's once you get that, it's really not that bad.
No.
Breaking it down once you get it skinned.
Yeah.
Tanya, yes, we will add some fat to the meat because it is so lean.
Yeah. That's good. It's a learning experience.
Yes.
Very much so. Tanya said, hello, first live, 45 degrees in Superior, Wisconsin. Wow. I'm not reading anything right. Sorry about that. But thanks for joining us.
122 days till the expo. I am so ready and counting down the days because that is a good time.
Yes, it is.
So if y'all don't have your tickets for the Okie Homesteading Expo, be sure to get them.
Yep.
It's in Pryor, Oklahoma. I think March 21st and 22nd. Is
that right? I don't remember.
I don't know. I'm fixing to look. 21st and 22nd. That is correct.
There's Lori Carp. Said hello, or hey, Kevin and Kimberly.
Hey, Lori. Saw her earlier, too, in Lori's line. The other Lori.
Let's see. There's Satin.
Hey, Satin. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yep.
Which I know we've missed some and everything, and we swapped nights, so that may have affected things.
There's Nancy. Said hello. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, Nancy.
That's okay.
We were late too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we were early, but we were late to our early live.
Yeah. Ed said use the antlers as rattling antlers.
Yeah, we could if I didn't. But like I said, I'm going to try European mount and just see how it goes. But if it doesn't work out, then we definitely can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Which, for the ones that don't know, European mount is like when it's just the skull with the horns. It's like mounted on a plaque or something. It's not like the full head mount with the fur and everything on it. So we're going to try that. It's a process, but I think we can do it.
Be good. Linda said hi, y'all, from Seymour, Iowa.
Okay, I see you. Hey there, Linda. Sorry for the delay. I was trying to find out where we were.
Tanya said, at least when you do your own deer, you know how it's cut and wrapped.
Yes, definitely.
Satin said, I have no idea why they use umbrellas for rain when they only get you is wet. Umbrellas are for the sun, if you ask me. Had to use that a lot this year, especially recording in the sun. That was an experience when your phone keeps overheating.
Yes.
I broke out the umbrella and I was walking around holding an umbrella and a selfie stick.
Yep. Yeah, because that's the only thing. The iPhones are great to film with, but they overheat when it's hot outside if they're in the direct sun. It doesn't have to really be that hot if they're in the direct sun. So the umbrella worked out well, so we could get stuff. For a while, before we got that going, we'd record with one for a while, and when it overheat, we'd use the other. We just kept swapping them out, and it got where I was sticking mine in the fridge, so it would kind of cool it off and maybe take longer to overheat. But
Linda said we had baked fish sticks and fries also baked.
Huh.
We bake most everything that we have.
Baked or air fried.
Yep.
I'm not a huge fan of fish though.
No.
Girls love fish sticks.
Oh yeah, they do.
But I'm not a big fish person.
Whoa. Trying to find out where we were, and then it went the wrong way. Let's see. Tim said we're skipping out on the mess. What's the weather?
Yeah.
Erica said marinate in Italian dressing, but in oven with onions and potatoes.
Huh.
That sounds yummy.
Yeah.
I'd try that.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Italian dressing.
That's true.
It's fine.
I love Italian.
A lot of times it's okay if it's cooked on something.
Yeah.
Kind of like the chicken that's done in it. It's good, but I just don't like.
Yeah, stuff I used to do with the cream cheese and all that. I haven't done that in a long time.
Well, not just that. Like the grilling the chicken, it was in Italian dressing.
Yeah.
Marinated in it, so it's okay like that.
Yeah, I haven't made that recipe in a long time. That'd be a good one to try again. I was trying to find things we hadn't made in a while.
Dean said for Thanksgiving they all eat and everybody falls asleep wherever they land. Oh, Tim's going to Golden Corral.
Yummy, yummy.
Hopefully y'all's is good. Ours here is hit or miss.
Elaine, no, we will not be processing our own turkey.
We don't have a turkey to process. And that's one thing I don't get is turkey season in Arkansas, which may be everywhere, is in the spring, but Thanksgiving's in the fall. So I'm like, they should change it and be like, okay, one turkey per household in the fall if you want it for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But I guess you're supposed to get it in the spring and hold it till fall.
Yeah.
I don't know. But all the wild dogs got all of our turkeys except for one hen, so we're not eating her.
No.
Hey, really Vance. Sweet. Do what?
She's really sweet.
Yeah. I didn't mean to cut you off.
And she lives with the chickens. She roosts with them and everything. It's funny.
Yeah.
Aunt Tony said, I like the idea of the banner on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I just found that the other day playing around and figured I would just put it up and see how it worked. I hadn't even been noticing it though after it got
Yeah.
going, because at first I was like, I don't know if that's going to be a distraction or not, but I've not noticed it.
No.
So,
Good night, Tammy.
yep. Good night. Thanks for hopping in. Oh, their
Uh,
alarms are the same.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, we're way. No, go read faster.
Retha said, "Congratulations on the buck."
Thank you. Okay, there's Mike's where he was going to bed a long time ago.
Vance said, "I want to do a YouTube farm tour with some of you YouTubers next year."
Huh, that's an idea.
That is an idea. Diane ate golden, and her son ate Golden Corral last Thursday.
Yeah. Which we ate at a place. It's not Golden Corral, but it's huge.
Oh,
And
they're
whenever
such a good buffet.
whenever Brandon and Stephanie come out, if we can't, it's like an hour drive from here, but it is huge.
Yes,
Like
a lot of food I can eat too.
A lot bigger than the Country Kitchen's buffet. And it's really good food, but they've got like a wide, like they got one section of like all grilled stuff, like they had, well, grilled and baked.
Yeah.
But they had like baked fish, grilled, they had steaks, burgers, ham.
They had ribs, barbecue,
and then they had like fried chicken, baked potatoes, like all the sides you could think of.
Yeah.
A big salad bar that's like a huge wraparound salad bar. Big dessert bar, have a chocolate fountain. Really good place. So we're gonna have to try that out whenever we went there. We stumbled across it once several months ago, and the girls loved it. Which they like it for the chocolate fountain. Which they don't even get that much.
No.
Like I think they got a couple of chocolate covered marshmallows.
Yeah, that's it.
But that's the one thing they remember about. They're like, "Ooh, the place with the chocolate fountain." And Kimberly's like, "They had a chocolate fountain." I was like, "Yeah, I remembered the chocolate fountain, but it wasn't like the highlight of it for me. I was thinking all the other stuff, but it's really good." And the thing is like for adults, it's only like $16 a head.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
So for an all-you-can-eat place with that much food, $16 is not bad, especially.
And it's good
with
service
today's
too.
Prices. Yes, great service.
Retha said we always put fat in when we grind our venison.
Yes.
Hey, Lori. So don't get too excited, but I'm here.
Yep, we were talking about you earlier. I guess your ears were burning.
Carolyn said, "Hey, hello, Kevin, Kimberly, and Kevin. Just saw you were live."
Hey there. Yeah, we're early. Yeah, Stephanie, she's still awake, but that's the whole reason we moved our live up an hour so she could be awake to make it. And she still was late.
Yeah, we're definitely far behind because this is where Erica's replying to what I had said. It's getting better. Glad I had it done. I'm glad to hear that.
Maybe you need to like read at the bottom and then.
But then it won't make sense. I don't know. Mike said, "Hope everyone has a good night."
Country cottage, country kitchen, whatever. The country place in Locust Grove. Lori.
Mike said, "Hope everyone has a good night. I have to go." Good night.
Good night, Mike.
Karen said, "Are the girls down for the night?" Yes.
Yeah, Izzy made it about 5 minutes,
and
Abby 15 or 20. Yeah, they were both tired and ready to go to bed.
They had to get up early today. So.
Yep, they get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow.
Okay, lovely. And my phone jumped again.
Okay, Tanya's back. Her phone had died. Had to go get the tablet. Oh, expensive. Yeah, getting the deer process.
Yes.
Having to figure out what people are talking about.
So far behind.
Lori's ready for the expo.
Yep. Tanya said, "Love deer sausage. Yummy."
Yeah. Oh, they sold out of expo shirts. Yeah. On the expo shirts, if you're going to get those, you definitely want to do the pre-order because they go quick. Because they actually, I was able to get, which we both had volunteer shirts, but I was able to get one of the maroon ones, but they didn't have Kimberly's size, and we were there early. So, I mean, they sold out quick.
Yeah, because we were working and I was walking around with the girls and stuff, and then I was like, "Oh, I'll go back and get some shirts in a little bit," and all they had was his size. But then, thankfully, when they did that reorder, I was able to snag one.
Well, the reason we had the first shift though.
Yeah, that
the 5:30 or 6 shift.
That's right. But then I didn't think. I mean,
or was that the year before?
I don't know. No, that was the year before.
Okay,
We had later ones this time.
that's
But
right.
we were, well, you didn't. I don't know. I don't know. Either way, I just didn't.
You did. I did. I had early shift
Okay.
at the gate.
Oh, I was walking around with the girls. That's what it was.
Yeah, because you did a later shift at the other gate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. But either way, I still got my shirt. So.
Yep. Oh wow, $600 to have an elk processed.
Oh man.
That's like a cow, I guess.
Yeah, they're huge. Hello, Nora.
Hey, Nora. Make sure I didn't miss anything.
Um,
Oh, okay.
Teresa said I was pleasantly surprised. You got that buck?
Yes. Oh, there's MC Kevin.
Hey there.
Sorry I'm late. Love the deer video. Well, thank you. Yeah, we started early, so normally we'd be starting at 8:30, but with it getting dark so early and it was raining, so it was like we're just gonna go ahead and
we're a little tired
start
this evening. So
early and see how it goes.
I'm glad we did since the girls were so sleepy. They might not have even hopped on.
Nope.
Reba said I got a European mount on my back porch. Came from Nebraska.
Yeah.
Lori said we always processed our own deer. Borrowed an electric grinder to grind some. 1 year I did 7 deer, mine and a few given to us. Didn't buy any meat for a long time.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hopefully we won't have to buy, because we still have a bunch of pork.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll have deer.
Yeah.
So
that'll be very helpful. Darlene said hi from Florida. Love your family and channel.
Lori said she'd be asleep before we said hi to her.
Kathy said you have to be careful where or whom you have do your venison. Some places do not guarantee you get your own back. Yeah, what you're talking about.
Yeah. And that's why I don't want to take a chance.
Justin wants to know what you were using.
A 300 Win Mag.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody at work that they don't live too far from where they were hunting, and he said he could hear him because he was like, "Oh, did he get something? I heard him."
He thought everyone liked fried fish. I like crappie okay if I'm going to eat it, but that's about the only thing. Like I said, I can eat fried catfish, but if there's something else, I'm going to pick the something else.
I like it pretty well, but then I have to be really careful about what I eat and that nothing's mixed with flour or anything like that on the breading if it's regular flour. So
yeah,
I just don't eat fried
because if it's just in cornmeal, you're fine. But
yeah, but then also
make sure it's actual just cornmeal.
And fried food bothering my stomach so much, yeah. I opt for grilled anyway, which I'd rather have grilled fish anyhow if I'm gonna eat fish.
Grilled catfish?
Well, probably not, but
yes, I don't think so. Lori doesn't eat fish at all or any seafood.
Now I love shrimp. Yeah. Oh, and some fish tacos at the beach. Yes.
Yeah.
At least once, usually twice while we're on vacation.
Yeah, if we ever go to the beach, she always wants to eat seafood. And I'm like, we can since
we're at the beach.
Yeah, but I'm just seafood. Like, if they've got chicken, I'm probably getting chicken. Now, if they have shrimp, I'll eat shrimp.
Well, that one place we ate the last time we were at, I think it was Panama City, that was like a really busy restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
That had some really, really, you even loved the shrimp that they had, and I think you got the coconut shrimp or something.
What was it, Red Lobster?
No. It was a local restaurant.
Yeah, I forgot.
The one where they got those pineapple cups. I don't remember what it was called.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was a hard place to park.
Yes.
Because it was a weird thing, and you had to walk like around the building.
Yeah.
Willie D's?
Something like that. It had very, very good fish tacos, and
because that was
shrimp. He said the shrimp was really good. I had to take his word for it.
Destin?
No, it was Panama City.
Panama City.
Because it was right, where the curve is.
Yeah,
there.
I think Willie D's.
It was down in that little thing.
Maybe Willie D's.
I think so.
I don't know.
I just remember that place because it was so good. Because a couple of the places we've been to have been okay, but that one was amazing.
Probably the best food ever like fresh food was when we went to Hawaii.
Yes.
And the seafood was good, and also the fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the hotel we were at, the breakfast had a fruit
Oh, that
bar,
was
and I ate that
amazing.
every day.
Mm-hmm. And then that one little hole in the wall place where we had tried ahi tuna.
Oh goodness, that was awful.
What? I thought that was the best little.
They brought it to us out rare because that's when most people eat it. And when he took it back and cooked mine well done, I could eat it. But when they brought it out and it's still red, I was like, I can't eat this.
I loved that place.
So he took it back and cooked it well done, and it was okay then.
It looked like a little shack.
I don't even know how we found it, but it was all right.
It was TripAdvisor.
Okay.
It was cool.
Let's see. Oh, there's Gail. Hey, Gail.
Hey.
Hope y'all are doing well.
Yeah.
Only 4 months till we'll see y'all too.
Yep. Kathy said Ed could send her all the fish she loves, fresh fried fish. Satin said French dressing is a great marinade for chicken as well.
Huh. Never tried that.
You like that? You'd like that probably.
Yeah. I wonder if it's gluten-free.
Some is. Connie said
Doesn't like the smell of
she can't stand the
fish.
smell of fish.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
No, I don't really care for smelling it cooking.
Brandon said if he had time, he'd probably try. Try what? We're so far behind, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Jessica, there used to be a turkey season in the fall, but had to use a bow.
Okay.
Lori said, let's go to the country cottage.
Did I call it Country Kitchen earlier?
I don't remember.
Because I have problems doing that because there's a place in Clarksville that I hear the guys getting out at that's called Country Kitchen. And so that's
I
it's
guess
always
you did, 'cause
it's on my mind a lot that I just say Country Kitchen, but Country Cottage, whatever it is. But it's because I'm hearing them always check out at the Country Kitchen a lot.
Vance said we need some fresh beef if anyone has any for sale. Okay, she finished up her thing. It was a mule deer.
Yeah.
Likes mule deer, but not the whitetail.
Reba, what's different about the mule deer versus the whitetail?
Did we miss Aussie Cool?
Where?
Because he just said hi to Aussie Cool, but
Who did?
Brandon.
I'm not seeing it.
Oh, yeah.
Where?
Somehow it jumped. They said, good day, Grounds family.
How far up?
And hi, Eddie family, before Country Cottage. Lori asking if it was Country Cottage, Country Kitchen.
It's not
on here. That's weird.
Oh, right there.
Oh, wow. No, that's not it. It was up
No,
there.
but I'm saying that's
so
that one
strange.
showed up. I don't know where the other one is, though.
I don't know, but it's in this feed. So I guess I need to check this feed and make sure everything's
Yeah, you
right.
keep watching that one. Sorry, we're using StreamYard on the computer, and evidently not everything comes through on it. So, hey, Aussie Cool.
Nancy said, please keep us in y'all's prayers tomorrow. Melvin got a very important test on his brain. We'll definitely do it.
Definitely. And Mildred said, cook the springtime turkey for Easter. It's an idea. Which we've never been turkey hunting, but the girls want to now that they've seen turkeys.
Anita said, Kansas used to have 2 turkey seasons, one in the fall, one spring season. Now they only have spring.
Okay. Must be because maybe a shortage of turkeys. Aussie Cool said, I just want Brandon from Eddie Family Farm to know he is not the boss. Hee hee.
Carol said, hi from Wisconsin. It's raining here. How's everyone doing?
From where?
Wisconsin.
Where in Wisconsin?
Sheboygan. I was
wrapping
my mind around that. Loma said, please hit the like button.
Yes. Oh, that looks delicious.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. As long as that bacon's not crunchy.
Lori said you're like 50 years behind in the chat. Yes, we know.
Yeah.
It's like squirrel.
Well, every time, we can't we start to talk about something and we just get farther behind. We're trying.
Brandon said he made BLTs.
Carol said, "Nice to see you got the deer."
Mm-hmm.
Did you already read that?
No.
Oh yeah, Jacob. Yes, Ranger has grown a lot. Whenever we saw
Yeah.
him, last month? Yeah, I mean, definitely. Yes, Jacob, we did see about their farm.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
There's Gwen said, "Hey, beautiful family. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, Gwen.
Thanks for joining." Lori said, "Is whitetail deer all you have?"
Yes. Yep, whitetail is all
Sorry.
we have here.
Goodness, that I was holding it to try to keep it from jumping, and it still jumped.
Kathy said, "When you're hunting for the deer after it fell, it reminded me of the preschool song Going on a Bear Hunt."
Yeah.
Ground pork and ground venison makes great burgers.
Interesting.
Fran said bacon was smoking.
Aussie Cole said, "I like how cool your kids were when you got and dragged the deer. Not a problem for them."
No, they were all about it.
Carol said, I love white bass or walleyes."
They even stayed out with me whenever we got it home and was taking care of the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Izzy's got kind of a weak stomach, so she kind of stood away and would turn away from time to time, but she stuck it out.
Mm-hmm. She was interested in the process.
Yes.
Nancy said no seafood for her. Diane doesn't like fish, likes breaded shrimp and grilled shrimp.
Yep, I like shrimp just about, which I don't like anything blackened because I don't like spicy stuff, but
can't have very much of it anymore though.
Yeah, but grilled, fried, I like shrimp just about anyway.
Edward likes all types of fish.
Oh, there's Lindy.
Finally made it.
Hi, Kevin and Kimberly. Hey there. Okay, Lori doesn't like fish in a restaurant, but likes fresh caught fish.
Depends on the restaurant for me. Like, if it's inland, not like at the beach, then I have a hard time eating it.
Lori said, "I will fish, I'll bait my hook, I'll catch a fish, I'll remove the fish from my hook because I will catch fish, but I won't eat it."
Yes, I did hear that they're closing several Red Lobsters.
Seems like they do that every few years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering when it's going to be non-existent.
Yeah, the last one we had was, where was that?
Good night, Loma. Florida?
Were we in Florida? No.
Destin?
No.
Destin.
You and I went one time. It's been over a year ago.
Memphis, south of Memphis in Mississippi.
And that one was actually a good one, because some of the ones we had been at for a while before that were just not near as good.
Service was great too.
Yeah, the little lady that was running our section was amazing.
It wasn't. It's just south of.
Mm-hmm. Whatever that was.
It's not. Maybe South Haven.
I think it was South
Haven.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know if it's even still there or not.
No. Good night, Kathy.
Good night.
Probably already gone, but I'm trying. Neil said if somebody sent him a meal and the meat still had a pulse, he'd send it back to. Nancy likes her meat well done too, but I can eat like steaks. I can eat medium well, whatever, but I just fish. No, I don't like sushi.
Neil said, I don't get sushi. Why do they charge so much more to not cook the fish?
Yeah.
Gwen said, congratulations on your deer, Kevin.
Thank you.
Connie said, whitetail's what they have in Virginia.
Yes, whitetail is all we have here.
Edward said in Arizona they have whitetail and mule deer.
Yeah. Carol
said mule deer tend to be bigger and have bigger ears, and the ones they've hunted in Montana tend to be gamier taste.
Okay.
2 blocks from Lake Michigan. Okay. Cool. Sat and said she just can't get with the deer meat yet. Carol said we have a chance of an inch of snow on Thursday, just before our rifle season opens up this Saturday.
Well, at least if you get a deer, it will be cool enough that you'll have time to process it without it ruining. Because, like I said, it was a battle here.
There's Bill. Said, good evening, everyone.
Hey, Bill.
Dorothy said hello from Colgate.
Hey there, Dorothy.
Bill said, I'm not big on seafood, prefer a big steak.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. See, I like surf and turf where you get some shrimp and a steak. Oh, you get the best of both worlds because the steak will fill you up better, but I like shrimp.
Good night, Lori. We're ready to be able to go to the Expo in March too.
Yes. Animal doesn't bother me, but I'll pass out if I see someone. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do so well with. And I used to work. Either way. I used to work in a hospital and, working with some of the patients right after like a knee replacement and stuff. That was my first job right out of college after I passed my boards, and I wasn't sure that I was actually cut out for the field after I did my first day, because some of the machines that they were using at the time kind of recycled the patient's own fluids for them, and you would just see that, on a pole there, and I had to sit down. I was in there with a couple of PTs my very first day, my very first hour, and I had to sit down because I was going to pass out.
Well, you're the same way when you're like at the doctor and they're drawing. I mean, you have to look away.
Yeah.
Like I can sit there and watch them stick the needle in, and I mean, I can just sit there and watch. It doesn't bother me because, just like, I don't know.
Donating one time. Yeah. He was in one area, I was in another. And I started getting lightheaded, so they like flipped me upside down, and he looked over there and he just started shaking his head like this. Because, yeah, it was embarrassing. But I guess I looked, and, yeah, it wasn't good.
Carol likes crab legs. I do, too. You just got to work so hard for them.
Yeah, they're good, though.
Yeah. Lori said, glad Kevin is teaching the girls to hunt and letting them be a part of everything. Yes. Yep, it's the only way they're going to learn.
Bill said we don't have whitetail up here. Mostly, how do you pronounce that?
What? Sticka?
Deer, caribou, and moose. Isabel said, how many pounds of meat do you figure you got?
I don't even know. Don't have a clue.
Good night, Pam.
Yep, good night.
No, Karen, I am a physical therapist assistant, but I work in an outpatient clinic now. Thankfully, that's one of the many reasons why I knew nursing was not my field.
Won't be Izzy's either.
No.
She does not do anything.
No, anything that's the least bit gruesome, she's done.
Yeah. I think we're caught up. Yeah, finally.
Yeah, finally.
Tim's working on his 8th gallon.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of donations. Carol couldn't watch the nurse either.
Yeah. Judy said, hello, watching from Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada. It's Judy. So proud your girls were with you when you got that buck.
Yep, me too, and they enjoyed it. And I think it made them. I think it makes the sitting pay off more because for them it's hard to sit in a little 5 foot by 5 foot tent, and because like I said, I see a lot of people What are they going to? They'll have their kids will have tablets and phones and stuff like that. And we don't take none of that stuff. They asked to take their tablets. And I was like, nope. I was like, we're just going to go. So they took a book to read if they want to do that, or a coloring book or something like that. But I was like, we're not going to be playing on electronics. My phone was set up on a tripod so we record, but it was just time that we were spending together, watching the wildlife hunting, and it was just a good time that way. And so for them to be able to sit through that, it helped whenever the animals would come out, like they would see deer or turkeys, stuff like that. But when nothing was out, that's when the downtime they'd start wanting to talk and stuff. I'm like, if we talk, they're going to hear us and they're not going to come out. So we had a really good time.
Yeah.
Got to spend a lot of time together. And like I said, whenever they started getting a little restless, then we got up and we did walk around through the edge of the woods. I knew that wasn't going to really help anything, but they had sat still for a couple hours. And so I was like, yeah, we can get up and walk around. And had a good time with that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Brandon said, what's y'all's weather like?
Ours? Or is he talking to somebody else?
I guess us.
Ours is probably about the same as yours. It's 50. It's not raining anymore, but well.
Yeah, it was short-lived because they actually talked like it was going to be a long deal at first, and then it wound up being not very much. You just updated your app. Mine doesn't look like that.
Yeah, you don't update your app ever.
Yeah, because it's pretty cool looking now. Weather Channel app.
Yeah, it still shows it's 59 out. The low's like 51. Tomorrow's going to be sunny and 74 in the afternoon.
Let's see.
Do you kids have to take hunter's safety course? They do. I don't know what the exact age is on it that they have to have, but they can't, as long as they're with an adult over 21, or if they don't have it, they have to be with an adult over 21 that has a valid license to be able to go. So I don't know if there's a certain age that it just cuts off and they have to, but I mean, by 18, whenever they have to buy a hunting license, which might be 16. I don't know, I have to look. 16 or 18, whenever you have to buy a hunting license, they would have to have it by then. But as long as they're with an adult over 21, I don't think they have to right now. When they actually start hunting themselves, then I'll probably look into that a little more. I'll check with one of the game wardens, but
Diane said it's 60 degrees in Ohio today. Reba said both my granddaughters are RN and my grandson is a paramedic. Medical family.
Yep. Edward said when I was out of high school, I was going to join the police department. I went on an officer citizen ride. We were called to a bad accident. After seeing the accident and all the around,
Decided it was not for me. Also, I went to a site. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That will happen at times.
Yeah.
They're not all like that, but there's a lot of them that are.
Bill said it is 6 degrees there right now. It was negative 11 this morning.
Ooh. I would not like that at all.
Mildred said, I grew up on a farm. My brothers hunted and we raised our own beef, hogs, turkeys, chickens. We made fresh hog lard, butter, sausage, scrapple, and watching my being drawn doesn't bother me.
Do you know what scrapple is?
I do not.
The only reason I know is because I was watching an Amish thing about a restaurant that made scrapple up north or something. And it's almost like, kind of like homemade Spam is what the best way to describe it. But it's like it's like a compressed loaf that you cut and you like fry in a piece of similar to Spam. But I don't know if that's exactly what it is. But that's the thing it made me think of was Spam.
Interesting.
But it's like all the, pretty much like the scrap pieces.
Okay.
That'd be why it's called scrapple.
Interesting. I couldn't tell if that was an L or an I.
Yes.
Trying to keep my eyes focusing. I got soap in my eyes when I was taking my shower earlier and almost couldn't put my contact back in on my left side because it was irritated. And so it's kind of a little fuzzy right now, but it's better than
Yeah.
it was earlier. I debated on just wearing my glasses, but if it gets much worse, I'll have to go put my glasses on.
Brandon just noticed something at the bottom of the screen. Yep. High tech.
Oh, did you see what Lori said about in Oklahoma? Kids can take hunter
Oh, so-
safety as soon as they're able to sit through the 8-hour course and take the test.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what the age is because I took it, I mean, fairly young, but I don't remember.
Jeannie said, "Hey guys."
Hey, Jeannie.
Lisa said it's 51 right now in Southwest Michigan. Thursday is supposed to be a high of 34.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I am not ready for that kind of weather.
Mm-mm.
I'm ready for like some maybe 70s in the daytime and 50s at night. Kind of like what we got today. Not, I mean, like right now and then tomorrow.
Yeah.
That way it's cooler, but I'm not ready for cold because I do not like cold. I'd rather put up with 100-degree weather than cold.
Edward said he loves Scrapple. You could call it ground up spam. Only problem is they don't have it in Arizona.
Okay. Yeah, I've never had it, but hey, there's Lynn Chapman.
Hey there.
Thanks for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to have hunter safety course here.
Oh.
Are you sure? You may be old enough that you don't have to, but I thought that
Oh, Satin does not like Scrapple.
I've never had it, but I'd be willing to try it.
Meg said, "Hi everyone. I was chatting in another live. Then saw we were Tracy and Jean. They were finished now and saw you were on."
Oh, thanks for hopping in.
Aussie Cool said I wanted to have pink fillings at the dentist, but they won't do it because I'm not a little kid. I'm so disappointed.
It shouldn't matter.
Exactly. Lynn said, "Both eyes done and good."
Oh, okay. I get what he's saying now. Brandon, sorry.
Okay.
Well, Lynn, I'm glad that your surgeries went well because I know you were a little bit nervous about it, but now you can see us.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have on the reservation. They don't have to.
Sorry. Couldn't hold that one in. My allergies have been going crazy here lately, especially with the weather changing and stuff. And then us being outside a lot between soccer games last week and all the regular farm stuff and then the wind blowing.
Bush hogging.
Yeah. Yeah, that got me pretty good.
Which
and I wasn't even on the tractor.
That'll be out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. New video tomorrow.
Michael said, "I like the banner on the screen. Now I know when to look for the new videos coming out."
Yeah. I saw that feature the other day and I was like, I'm just going to try it and see. Like I said, I wasn't sure if it's going to be too distracting or not, but.
And thank y'all. I said, bless you.
Okay. So a lot of y'all weren't here then, but soccer season is over.
Mm-hmm.
The girls, both their teams lost in the semifinals. Unfortunately, they played at the exact same time. So I was coaching Izzy's team. The other coach was coaching Abby's.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them lost in the semifinals. I did get to catch the end of Abby's game because it lasted a little longer than what Izzy's did.
Yeah.
And we actually got started early. But both girls' teams lost to the champions. So even though those teams had to play another round to win, they still were the champions at the end. So they lost to the first place team.
Yeah.
So I guess that's something to say.
Abby's team only lost by 1 too, and those kids, that team was extremely well organized, and I mean it was like a well-oiled machine as far as how they were in and out, and they're much bigger and much older.
Our team was the youngest team that was on the league because they didn't have enough kids in the 14U, so they combined 12U and 14U. So you have was he 9?
He may be.
Or did he turn?
If he's not, he just barely.
10. Okay, so you've got 10-year-olds playing all the way up to 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
And so that's a big span.
Yeah.
So, like, some of those boys that are playing, I mean, are big old boys. I mean, they're like 12, 13 years old. And you got Abby size playing against them. And so some of them played pretty rough, too.
What'd you say?
Like, there was one of the teams, one of their kids almost got thrown out, like pulled from the game by the refs because he was like basically tackling on the soccer field and stuff, and it was just a mess. And so thankfully nobody got hurt, but they had a good time, and it was super busy because we were gone like 3 nights a week with games, sometimes 2 games a night. And so kind of glad that we'll have our evenings back, but it's also kind of sad that it's over too, because it's a lot of fun. It's just busy.
Yeah. And Abby, I don't know how many times each game I would hear people on the sidelines, because she's the smallest player out there. I mean, she's right up there in age with all the rest of her teammates, but
She's got 2 that are about her size.
yeah. But everybody's like, man, that little girl. They're like, she's tough. And I was like, well, she has to be. I mean, she'd get up there, and I mean, she'd be up there with kids that were, quite several inches taller than her. And I mean, she'd like get up next to him and they barely bump into her, and she's like flying across the field because she doesn't weigh that much.
Yeah. But the other thing is too, like in the past, she's always played on defense.
Mm-hmm.
And this year
she's been on
she was
offense.
one of the stronger ones, so she's on offense, and so she's like all over that field.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just as small. She's like start darting in and out of them. She got a lot of good kicks in.
Yeah.
Like I said, her leg strength, like kicking the ball, maybe not be as strong since she's going against older kids, but she got a lot of good kicks, and she blocked a lot of stuff. So she had a good time.
Well, the next to last game that they played before their final one, well, that doesn't make sense. The next to last game that they played, there's one kid on there. He is exceptionally fast. Like, he actually, when she was in public school, he was one of the like fastest kids out there. That girl was keeping up with him. I mean, and it was funny because his advantage was being fast, and then he could just maneuver it after he got away from people. She didn't give him that advantage. She stayed right on top of him, so he made mistakes at that point. Yeah. So that was her strength, was keeping up with everybody and then swooping in while they were, trying to regroup. So
yes,
it was pretty cool. And Izzy's team, they did well for most of the team being first-year players. I mean, there's only, 5 of them that have ever played before? 4.
I don't know, but like,
I think 4 of them. Most of them were on the younger side on her team too.
Because like the older team, they've pretty much been playing for
3 years
the
together.
last 3 years together. Mm-hmm. There's been like a few additions and different ones on it, and then they got split up. Mm-hmm. Because part of them, whenever they went from 10U to 12U, some of them went to 12U a year before the other, so that split our teams up. Yeah. And so it was just, they had played together and played well a lot, but Izzy's team every year, there's only
these last 2 years we've had the 4, there were only Izzy, the other coach's daughter, and 2 boys that stayed with us.
Yes.
And then
everyone else was new.
Yeah, but one of the little boys that was added this year, his brother is actually goalie on Abby's team, and so
both his brothers play on.
Yeah, both of his brothers played on Abby's team this year, but he's been playing with them for a long time, so he was like a seasoned soccer player, even though it was his first year to ever play. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's really neat to have multiple kids from the same family on both of our teams too.
Yes.
I enjoyed that part too.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy is like some of our older team had siblings, but they didn't get on our younger team. Yeah. And I think if we'd have done that, it just made things
much easier for everybody, probably.
But it was they kind of changed up how they did the
picks
this year for the draft, and so it kind of swapped things up. So we were just glad that it worked out like it did. But
yeah,
really good, and the Parks and Recreation people over there did a great job.
Amazing. The
The-
director over it is fantastic.
Yes. Their jerseys were really cool this
They
year.
were.
They actually, because in the past it's always just been T-shirts
Mhm.
that were printed on. These were actually like jersey style
Yeah.
shirts, and so they were really nice. Fields were maintained as good as they could be for being on softball fields.
Yeah.
Because they were supposed to have a new soccer complex built, but the paper mill company that where the land where it used to be was going to expand the plant, so they kicked the soccer off of that and said that they were going to
Pay for,
contribute. Seems like it's like $1 million.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Toward a new soccer complex. Well, they decided they weren't going to, so the city, just so they didn't have to cancel out soccer, decided that they would play it. They would play it around softball, and we actually played soccer on the softball fields.
Which this year they configured the fields better than last year, so it wasn't like partial dirt. Because last year
We were just on a different field.
U10 was shaped different.
Was
this
it?
year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't straight. It was this way this
so
year.
They stayed on grass.
Yeah, so they actually stayed all on grass this year, and it was much, much better. And the director herself was out there restriping stuff.
Yes.
Because she was making sure that it was all taken care of and all the way it should be. So
because that was the problem last year on that field is the way the softball, the dirt is mounted. If it ever
hit a certain point,
made it past the little crest of the slope for the softball field, the ball would be gone. I mean, they couldn't keep up with it. So they tried to keep it off the dirt because if it ever got over there, it was going out of bounds.
Yeah.
And so this year, like I said, was really good. But then, like I said, Abby's field is so much bigger going from 10U to 12U. Because, I mean, it's like, I don't even know how big it is, but it's a long ways. Because I know whenever we did a practice with them one day, of course, they were having to run the whole field the whole time. They were wore out, but I don't know how those kids played 2 games on that because it's rough.
Yeah. I don't know. But I know next year, assuming they want to play next year and everything, a lot of those U10 teams are moving up, so they will be in the middle on as far as ages go. So
yeah,
they will definitely not be on the bottom.
Yes, that'll be good.
Yeah, they won't feel like the underdogs the whole time. Is what I'm trying to say. But yes, the main thing is that they had fun. We all had fun, honestly.
Yep,
it was fun to get to watch them, and they came out with big smiles on their faces, even if they went to sleep like super quick when they got home.
Yes, or fall asleep in the car.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, somebody had asked how the strawberries were doing because, as y'all know, we got the strawberries in. They kind of had a crop failure, and so they sent us a variety we didn't order. We got them in. They were all diseased up, looked terrible. They sent this thing of all these chemicals we should spray on them and stuff. And unfortunately, only about 4 or 5 of those plants made it. So I'm going to email Hoss and see if they're going to do something about it because, like I said, those plants looked terrible whenever we initially got them, and they are in a protected area. So the fact that I think it was just they were just too diseased up, and so I'm gonna see if they'll do something about them because I was disappointed in the quality, and the fact they didn't make it is even worse. So
good night, Lupe.
Yeah, good night. Thanks for stopping in.
Let's see. Rhonda said, "I'm so late. We'll have to watch in a bit." That's okay. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Judy said, "Calgary, Alberta, Canada got lots of snow today. Lethbridge is getting snow also in 2 days. I do not mind snow, but if it gets to negative 30 degrees, I will not go out."
Oh, wow.
Whew. Neil said, "Abby has a great attitude. She understands that she doesn't need to be the best on the team, just the best she can be. Proud of both the girls for doing so well."
Us too.
Us too, because they gave it their all.
Hey, Tanya.
Edward said, "We don't have to attend hunter safety classes in Arizona. I used to teach hunter safety classes to the BSA to help them get the marksmanship badge." Bill said, "Don't forget to hit the thumbs up." Brandon said, "I don't either because that's a lot of running," and asked, "Does the coach get out there and run with them too?"
Nope. They don't let the coaches play, so the coach doesn't run.
Some of those
The refs do, though.
some of those refs that are out there running though, like the older lady that refs, but she's not on the field as much as she used to be. She used to be like out there in the middle of the field doing the main reffing, but like she put on cleats and she was running. She was impressive. Apparently she like is a lunch lady at one of the schools too.
Okay.
And she volunteers with a lot of stuff, a lot of events with the school and stuff.
I just went blank on what her name is.
I don't remember because they told me.
Is it Brenda?
Maybe. She's really nice.
Yes. No, she was a great ref.
Mm-hmm. From Randy in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Hello, everyone at Grounds Family Farm. This is my first time catching one of your live streams. I watch the Eddies all the time, and they speak highly of y'all.
Hey, Randy. Thanks for hopping in. Hope you enjoy.
Yep. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Connie said my dad did scrapple each year when he butchered the hogs. Let's see. Trisha said, I'm late. Sorry, I was busy.
Understand that. Like I said, we were early, so that kind of threw things off too.
Tanya said, oh, the late nights at the ball field memories.
Yeah. Which this year wasn't as bad as last year. Because this year, 8 o'clock was the latest they played until the championship. Last year it was 9.
Yeah.
So we lucked out on that. Because last year we would have, like this year, one girl would play at 6, the other would play at 7 if we had 2 games. Last year, one might play at 6 and the other play at 8. And so you had an hour gap, and it made for a long night.
Yeah, and this year, whenever we initially got the schedule, most of the games were conflicting, and Kevin and the other coach both teams together. So I actually called the one who's over the Parks and Rec, and she looked at it and she was like, oh man, she's like, I know what I did. And so I was like, if it helps, this one, if you swap everything by an hour on those dates, I was like, you'll have it. So she and I talked it through, and she got the schedule changed and told her how much we appreciated her. Bill said, sorry to hear about the strawberries.
Thank you.
And Brandon said, was that expensive? It's been a long time since I bought strawberries.
Trying to think. Seems like they were about $1 a plant. If I remember, because we bought plugs. But like I said, if you get bare root, they're a little cheaper, but you got to wait till the spring to get those. And so, or I guess in the winter to plant for the spring. What we were doing, we were trying the plugs, but I don't know.
Trisha said, great job on the deer. I tried deer tacos for the first time, and they were amazing. Haven't tried that yet. Brandon said, what kind of coach does that?
Dean said, the struggle is real, but I managed to see most of the live.
Oh, good.
Yep. Let's see. Was there anything else that we need to update about? I forgot. We gotta do better about making a list.
I know.
Because we'll talk about it, and if we don't write it down, I forget.
I forget pretty easily. Especially after a full day of work.
That may be about it.
Yeah.
Because I knew we was going to talk about the strawberries and then the hunting, soccer.
What's the baby donkey's name? They're asking.
I don't know that we've actually given it a name yet. But the girl's been calling it Spock.
Yeah.
Because it's got big pointy ears.
Turkey fans.
Yep.
Ed said t-shirt. Brandon said, how many more t-shirts do you have?
Too many.
Yeah, we still have plenty left.
Yeah, we were looking the other day and said we need to go through and
I think extra large was the size of the gray that we were running a little thin on. But then I think in the green we still had several left.
we're gonna actually pull them all out and recount and put them because we've given some away and stuff, and so it's just a matter of making sure that we have what we're advertising. Because whenever we get these sold out, we'll change up designs and do something a little different. But I just don't want to buy a bunch more shirts right now.
Bill said baby donkey name, tacos.
Yeah.
Jessica said send some deer vibes our way. Still haven't got one yet.
Gotta quit being so picky. I think y'all are able to get 6, aren't you? I think that's right. I think they're in a zone that can get 6. Because we're able to get 5, but there is a few zones in Arkansas that can get 6, and I think that
South Arkansas.
It's South Arkansas, but I don't know if they're in that cutout.
Nope. Brandon just put the link up.
Yep, that's the link
for the merch.
Shirts. And like I said, we've got plenty of youth shirts left and plenty of, like I said, we should have plenty of all. The only one that we're a little concerned about maybe the gray extra large.
Yep.
But
Brandon said, go order your shirts today. Help them get rid of them so we can see some new designs.
Yep.
Jessica said, yes, 6 and no antler restrictions.
Okay.
Haven't had any come out while they were there.
You didn't feed them enough corn.
He's messing with y'all. Oh, Neil said Kong would be a great name for a donkey. I used to play an ancient video game called Donkey Kong. I loved Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Girls don't know Donkey Kong, do they? No.
They do.
They do. Yeah, they do. They played it. Where'd they play it?
No telling.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did they have one for their Nintendos? No, that was Yoshi.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm sure that they have.
They know about Donkey Kong at least.
They're kind of on a Minecraft kick right now.
A whole bag a day almost. They party all night.
Oh, goodness.
Wow.
Gonna need to get a stronger spotlight.
Yeah, I loved Donkey Kong.
Just kidding.
That was my favorite. Yeah. Not really. Reba holds her breath when you're deer hunting. Waiting on you. That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny whenever I'm sitting there editing because, I mean, I'm not actually there. So, I mean, I know the gist of how the hunt went, but I don't know specifics. So I'm just sitting there like on the edge of my seat watching the whole thing as I'm going. You're not kidding, Justin, not so much.
Yeah. This is the way you do it. One of y'all's got to be a decoy and like go across the county, spotlight, but like not actually have anything to take it with, but do it where somebody sees it and will call you in. And then while they're off looking for you, the other one has the opportunity to harvest the deer.
Yeah. You and
Don't
brother,
really do that.
You and brothers would be delinquents together. Oh, let's see.
Y'all would get caught.
Yeah.
And if y'all did, I would delete this video. So there would be no proof.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, Brandon said the 2 boys are building their own farms on Farming Simulator.
Speaking of that, after you started talking about that game, which I don't have the 2025 version, I've got, I don't know, 2020, 2020, whatever it is. I was like, I'm going to break that game out and play it again because I haven't played it in years. And I haven't played the Xbox in years. And so I'm just like, I get it all hooked up. and I start looking for the controller. And I'm like, where's the controller? And Kimberly has hid it somewhere.
I did not hide it.
The last time I remember it, it was on the stand between our chairs, but it's been years because I haven't played it in years.
Because we moved into this house in 15, right?
Yes.
And yeah, it wasn't very long after we were here.
Correct, because initially we got an Xbox One. Because, that's what the other thing was. We'll tell the story another day, but we had a house fire at our old house.
Yeah.
And so we had to get a lot of stuff replaced. And so I'd replaced it with an Xbox One, but the Xbox 360 games wouldn't play on that. So I ended up taking it back and we bought an Xbox 360 so the games I already had would work on it because I didn't have to rebuy everything just to upgrade. And so played it for a little while and then it just got where life was busy and we had our own stuff going. So didn't play it. And so the Xbox is still on the bottom of the TV stand, but I don't know where the controllers are.
We changed TV stands since then too. So we bought the bigger one.
Yeah, I know that, but that has.
But I don't have a clue where that controller.
But I'm just saying, on TV stands, we just pulled everything off, put it back on. But the controller was on the other table, but that's been years, so I don't have a clue where it ended up. So no Xbox for us.
No.
And then she's like, just order some more. And I was like, I don't want to do it because I know that those controllers are here somewhere. And I've made it this many years without playing it. So I can wait until we find them eventually.
Maybe.
Let's see. But yes, everything I just said was all a joke.
Yes.
It's not legal advice or illegal advice. It's no advice.
No. Just picking because Jessica's my sister-in-law. Let's see.
Hey, the way you can catch criminals is you got to know how to think like them.
That's true.
So,
yeah, he comes up with all the what ifs, and one of the things that makes him a good law enforcement.
They're just lucky I'm scared of getting caught. Otherwise, I'd be on the wrong side of the law.
You're silly.
I know. Oh man.
Yeah, Brandon said as your attorney I would not advise to do that. Yeah. Oh, you're funny.
Says the one who was trespassing on somebody's property late at night.
So funny. Let's see.
If they don't have us figured out yet, Brandon, there's no hope for us.
When he was talking about the simulator, Neil asked if the company was really paying him that much. And he told him no, it was just an awesome game. Trisha said that area was beautiful, just so peaceful listening to the birds. Abby is strong, helping you with the deer.
Yeah.
Let's see. Brandon said he wanted to see the unedited version. It's long. It's definitely a condensed down version for the video because it would. Well, the first one would have been 3.5 hours long. So.
Oh wow.
It was a long one. That was a lot of footage to go through.
We should just throw it up there just to see how long people would actually watch.
Well, some of it when the girls had the camera, it was cute when Izzy had it because she was just kind of like, wee. She's looking at the trees and looking at the different stuff, and it was listening to her. Both of their narratives was really cute because, like Abby talking about everything, and then Izzy getting to talk about everything when it was her turn with the camera. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, Jacob, I think, well, I don't know because the cameras may have alerted as well, but Shelby did not help us at all. But it's better to run like scared rabbits than to be picking lead out of our backside. Yeah, the simulator game is a lot of fun. It's not. It's you can play it in two different ways because there's like, at least on the old one, You can do it like a realistic where you're actually responsible, and there's another one you can put like on auto where like it'll have people that are hired that will take care of your stuff. So if you really want to know what farm it's like, you got to do it on the one where you actually have to take care of the stuff that way.
Goodness, that's loud.
Otherwise, it's just where if it just does it automatically, it's not quite as realistic, but it's still a lot of fun. And trying to control those tractors pulling that stuff is kind of wild too, at least on the old one. Yeah, Sat and I agree.
Izzy's asleep, but her TV was like super loud. I could hear it through the closed door.
Talking about the crazy guy that showed up.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm just glad nobody told him where you lived.
Yeah. For sure. For sure. Oh, Jacob said next time take dog treats.
I don't know that we could get close enough because, like I said, he was fast coming out of that house.
Have to make sure he's actually like in bed.
We don't want to wait that late.
Because I was already kind of late.
Yeah, I mean, it was late. I mean, it's late enough that we figured, but then, like I said, it was not the case. I think he said he was up editing.
Yeah, that's what
And
Cassie
so
said.
That's how we got caught so quick.
That's funny.
Yes, it did. That's okay, though.
Yeah. Brandon.
Oh, good. What?
We finally caught the target from last night.
Yeah.
30 years. That's crazy.
Yeah, I waited up till like 2 o'clock waiting for you to call me back, and you never did, so I finally went to bed. I was like, he's off by now, so no use waiting because you're like, I gotta go, I'll call you back. And that was like at 9. But no, I'm glad y'all got him.
Yeah. I was up editing last night, so.
Yes.
Oh, Gary was talking about the Farm Simulator game today, too.
Yeah.
I have been so bad on catching up on everybody's videos here lately because I have not had a chance to sit and really watch anything because I've been trying to get all the editing done and stuff, and then school, and then last week with the soccer games and having to work around that and work and everything else. I don't know. And then kind of didn't feel great last weekend, so that kind of went into the first part of last week, so I was draggy, and I don't know. I'm trying to catch up on some of the videos, but some of it I'm just having to start from now and just trying to catch up what I can.
Yeah, because even though after her surgery and stuff, like when weather and stuff comes in, she still aches and stuff and has issues with that. So
today was rough because of that weather coming in.
Yeah, so I try to stay caught up. Like, I mean, I've got select few that I watch religiously, and then there's others I try to catch periodically. But even if I can't, I try to at least skim through them to kind of see. That way I know what's going on with everybody at least. Yeah, I still have to watch Steph's from today.
I did get to watch that one earlier.
Yeah, you did.
Tanya said, I'm prepping for my best friend's wedding this weekend. I have to make 12 dozen cookies for her reception.
Oh, wow.
What kind of cookies? I made cookies tonight, actually.
Chocolate chip.
Yeah, because Kevin and Abby went in Walmart the other day and came out with the tube of cookie dough. And he was like, well, they didn't have gluten-free. I'm like, that's fine. You know, I'm not worried about it. Like when somebody eats stuff around me, like at work, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm going, I don't care. My family eats regular food. I eat gluten-free. It doesn't bother me. But the more I got to smelling those cookies, the more I was like, I I need to make some cookies. So I made chocolate chip cookies.
That
tonight.
wasn't the full story. We came out and said they didn't have gluten-free, but since you haven't made us cookies lately anyhow, I figured you weren't wanting them anyway.
Yeah.
So I got us. But no.
yeah.
And then, like I said, it didn't take long. Like I said, we just cooked those. And the next thing I know, she's digging stuff out. And I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, making cookies.
Yep.
It's like, So now I know what it takes to get her to make cookies. Just go buy some.
That made a bunch too, that recipe.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Just
say.
a whole
2
bag?
cookie sheet fulls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 2 cookie sheets full.
Yep. And they were good too.
I didn't eat those because we still had the packaged ones.
Tanya said she's behind too on videos. Brandon said it's hard to keep up.
Yes.
Cheryl.
That's when she quit adding second channels.
Bill said I eat about 95% gluten-free also. Feel so much better when I don't eat gluten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would eat gluten if she could.
Yeah, I just cannot, or I will be sick for over a week. So from one little bitty exposure. So not I mean, it's not something I want. A regular slice of bread would be fantastic if it didn't come with side effects, because gluten-free bread's not good. But it is what it is.
Yeah, and we made some gluten-free sourdough, and it was okay, but it's really dense compared to regular sourdough, and it just never would. Yeah.
I make gluten-free biscuits.
Yes.
Once every few weeks, because I mean, if I only eat a couple at a time on the weekends, then
we eat regular biscuits.
Yeah. Because that's most things he's like, just make it gluten-free and we'll all eat it. But biscuits are one of those things, they do not have the same taste if you're used to regular. So, and they're not near, they don't rise as well or anything, but I have a really good buttermilk biscuit recipe for them. So I always make, when I make them, if I'm making both, I'll make mine first and then I'll make theirs. That way there's no cross-contamination. And then, of course, clean everything with a regular rag. Take another rag and clean everything. That way I don't have regular flour over the place. But I make the biscuits. All our baked goods are always gluten-free. All of our pie crusts are always gluten-free. And nobody last year could even tell a difference in the pie crust, which he doesn't really care for the pie crust, the crust of the pie anyway. So
not even
matter.
regular.
Yeah. So
I'd rather have a crustless pie any day.
Yeah. But I mean,
unless it's like a graham cracker type crust, I like those.
I've started
or those vanilla wafer ones that you use.
Oh yeah.
Whatever, I don't even remember what that was for. But it was a vanilla wafer crust, and it was good.
It's just it's really hard around here to find gluten-free vanilla wafers.
Yeah.
But instead of bread, I usually here lately have gotten into putting peanut butter and honey on rice cakes.
Who got you started on that?
You.
Yeah.
Plus,
I was craving rice cakes one time. I don't even know why, because they're not really that good, but I just like them every now and then.
Plus, bought some fresh peanut butter from who's it from?
It was at the Expo in Oklahoma.
Sweet Stingers?
Yes, Sweet Stingers.
That peanut butter was amazing.
Yeah, honey
and peanut butter spread.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I went through it way too fast.
Yeah.
But it was worth it. It was good.
Yeah, because that stuff, it was good, but it was a little high.
Yeah. But worth it. But it makes me want fresh peanut butter instead of store-bought.
Yeah.
Let's see. Meg said she made some gluten-free drop biscuits. They are so good. I do gluten-free like drop type biscuits. If I do chicken and dumplings, that's what I use drop biscuits for. And my thing just turned sideways. Oh, okay, there we go.
Bill's just doing carnivore mostly instead of gluten-free.
Aussie Cool said, "Are you going to do your potatoes better next year? Study and see what you can do better." He's usually our potatoes do well and are a little better planned out than what they were this year, but with my surgery and everything, it was just the best we could do, and we'd had a lot of rain too.
Yeah, because we were late getting them planted, and then the weeds kind of took over because there was just too much to get done for one person.
Yeah, and the other thing that we didn't talk about before, went to the doctor, found out I needed brain surgery and all that stuff, was the fact that before I had it done, I did not feel good at all. I had really, really bad days where, I didn't want to do anything or didn't feel like I could do anything very much. And I was in a lot of pain 90% of the time. I had a migraine every single day. And so that kind of cut down on the amount of help he got in doing a lot of things and the motivation I had to be able to do other things too, because yes, we had all these grand plans, but it just wasn't feasible. And from about, when did it start? It was about August last year until.
It's before that.
Oh yeah. Well, August, I could tell a significant drop in how well I was doing, but probably May or so.
Say it was before summer.
It was when we started. Okay, so it was probably March or April last year that I started having even more significant issues. So it's been a long process. It's been a long road. I've been dealing with all this in one form or fashion for 9 years. So that's part of the thing. And
she would put on a good front and get through work and do stuff like that, but it would just wear her down, and so she just couldn't. She still was taking care of meals in the house, but like all the farm work and stuff, she just couldn't hold out for.
Yeah. And I did a lot of the watering and stuff before I had the surgery, like dragging the water hoses and stuff. But when he finally realized that I was hurting, because I try not to complain, because who wants to listen to that all day long?
Yeah.
But he realized one day, he saw my face when I was dragging a water hose. He's like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "This is killing me." And he was like, "Let me do the water hoses." But then he reconfigured our whole system and everything. But it was just
because instead of having where it was one water hose having to be drugged to everything, I put a splitter on it and made it where, like, because one of them was like really long that goes all the way down to the big field, and so that was the one that you were having to drag all the way up. And so we made it where it could just stay down there, and then there's one that just handles all the top stuff, and so that made it where it's a lot easier.
But yeah, so there was a lot more behind the scenes than everybody knew, honestly, about why certain things got neglected versus, and why we did certain things versus not others, and all that kind of stuff. So it's just, and this year it was picking and choosing which battles to fight, and what was actually a priority and what was really important, because this definitely was a priority, having the surgery done.
Because there are a lot of people on here that leave a lot of good suggestions, but they just don't know what's really going on all the time. And so that's the reason we don't get offended by those, or like, why aren't you doing this or why aren't you doing that? But there's generally a reason of if something's getting neglected, why it's happening.
Yeah.
Just like, different things, like, for instance, certain projects not getting done or things like that. And I'm just going to throw this out there on Brandon. But the chicken pens, somebody talks about that. But the point he's at now, like putting up those big sheets of metal and stuff, that's not a one-person job. And with Stephanie being down, it makes it kind of hard to do. You might be able to rig up some way, but you're going to kill yourself trying to get it done. And so,
Mm-hmm.
and even like trying to hold up boards and do stuff. I mean, there's ways you could try to do it, but it's going to take twice as long. Where once she's healed up and he'll have help, then that's one thing. Or then plus, like I said, it's dark when the kids get with all their sports and stuff. And so it's just sometimes it's hard to get things done, and you just got to prioritize and realize that if something doesn't get done, it's not the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
There will always be another day
Yep.
until there's not.
Let's see. I got sidetracked, so I'm going to catch back up. Bill was saying Crystal's pie is the best.
I agree, but I'm
Uh,
also okay with scooping it out of the crust.
Tanya said snickerdoodles and oatmeal coconut cookies. Yummy. Carolyn said she mills her own flour from wheat berries, not gluten intolerant, belong to a group that mill, and many that are gluten intolerant say they can eat the fresh milled flour.
I've heard that there's like certain types
Mm-hmm.
that, well, it was whenever
The sourdough.
no. As your standard, David.
Oh yeah,
Isn't it David?
I think so.
David's, I just went blank on his name.
Yeah, he was talking about that.
He was talking about
you told me about that because I didn't get to go to that
Yeah.
one. I was working.
Yeah, David Stelzer.
Okay, yeah.
I knew it was something like that.
Yeah.
But he was talking about that because the different things about the different kinds of wheat berries and stuff, and that there's stuff that they do to them during the milling process and everything. So he was talking all about that too. So that's something that maybe someday try.
Yeah. I'm
But
so
then,
severe though, after talking to some other people, not sure if it'd be a good try or good thing for me to give that a whirl.
Yeah. Now, what's her name from the sourdough? She talked vaguely about it too, like, but I don't know that it was for somebody that's as severe as you, but was talking about that they had some gut issues with, but then with the sourdough that kind of counteracted it. So Brandon didn't know they had gluten-free pizza until Great Wolf.
Yep. Not every place does, and
No.
Pizza Hut does not.
Nope.
Which is sad.
But that's why DoorDash is good, because you can order from multiple places.
Oh, Tanya said the recipe is called Dad's Best Copycat Recipe.
Huh.
Interesting. Have to look that up.
Brandon may not ever let Stephanie quit sleeping in the recliner.
Aussie Cool said, I'm sorry about that. I'm glad you're doing so much better. No, nothing to apologize for. Because it's...
Yeah, she's definitely a lot better.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's still...
It was worth it, but we just chalked this year up to mostly just a fail, and it's like it's the only year that's been a true fail though, as far as most of the garden.
Year long.
Except
like
for
every
those
now and
potatoes.
Every now and then we do have some failures, but we usually have some successes to go with it, but not this year.
No, it's okay.
It was all, like I said, except for the potatoes. Everything.
Neil said, I went to my local fish and chip shop a couple of weeks back, ordered battered cod. The guy said he only had a gluten-free cod ready. I asked if it contained fish. He said yes, so I said, okay, I'll have it then.
Oh, me.
Brandon said, what's crazy? A doctor should have found what was going on with you besides having to wait all those years. That's crazy. I know. Our PCP was the only one who didn't think I was crazy. So
yeah, because like I said, a lot of the others were just trying to pop a few pills and
yeah, that annoyed me.
Just go with it. And then one of them tried to chop it up as fibromyalgia.
Yeah, because he labeled everything as that. So
yeah, we started doing some research on him, and it was everything that, and it was like people getting like 90 counts of hydros.
Yeah, no.
And we're like, no, we're not looking for a pain solution. We're looking for we want to get this fixed.
A fix, yeah.
Nell sees a grounds road trip coming up soon. Or coming up.
Brandon said, God's good. He's got a plan for everything. Absolutely.
Yes.
Brandon said, definitely glad you got healed up because we're going to have a busy 2025.
Yeah.
Jacob said he looks forward every year to the Eddie Family Farm Christmas Eve Live and the Walker's yearly measures of the kit.
Yep.
Aussie Cole asked, when is the next animal auction?
The spring, most likely.
Bill said, einkorn flour can be eaten by some. It's an old world flour. Also, some can handle organic because it's not the glyphosate chemical and not the flour. Interesting.
Yeah. Ed sees a fishing pole leaning on the lamp.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's Abby's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was actually well, not that. I bought that for her.
Yeah.
But whenever you had sent something for them, they had actually bought them a little bit of fishing gear with that because they want to go fishing sometime. 'Cause it's been a while. And Abby had an old pole, but then Izzy won or got a bigger pole.
Yeah, really
They'd
nice
won one
one.
at the turkey banquet. Is that right?
Yes.
And they ran out, and so then they had kid poles. Or no, they had kid poles there, and they ran out. So what they bought was the bigger ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, they bought
And
the regular size ones.
So the other ones were kid poles, and that's all they had. And so Abby was wanting a bigger one too. And so I've got that so we can get it rigged up, and we'll go fishing sometime.
Let's see.
Shed is not done yet.
No.
It's to a point where I was talking to that it's easier with two people, and so we're on the high side that getting it started on the back. After it gets started, I could probably do it and get it lined up, but I'm planning on notching around the rafters so that it's sealed off completely, and it's going to take some help holding that up while I get all that measured and fixed. Because the girls and I did one side by ourselves, and it is a little off because Kimberly holding something up level and them holding something up level is two different levels. So it's a little off, but I told them I could fix it at the bottom because I'm just going to take, when we get to the bottom board to make it look even, I'm going to wait till we get all of them done, and I'm just going to rip the boards to match where they line up even at the bottom, even though they're a little different in size. But they had fun and were a big help because I wouldn't have got it done without them.
Trisha said, my cousin and uncle have celiac and can't handle gluten either. We have a lot of stores in California that have tons of gluten-free stuff. It's expensive. Yes, it is. It's one reason I make a lot of stuff.
Where was that at? Okay.
Trisha.
Yeah.
And Lynn said, next year you'll have a bumper crop.
I hope you're right.
Yes. Kathy said everything is fibromyalgia there too with physicians.
Yeah.
Some here, just like I said, our PCP who has since moved.
Yeah.
Or changed practices and not anywhere close
He
to me.
actually probably did something. I mean, he's in a better spot for
what he,
he was too good to just, I don't know how to say this nicely, but to just do family medicine.
He's extremely, extremely smart. And
so now he's going to the emergency room where he'll actually be
a major trauma
saving
center.
lives.
Yeah. He's extremely good at trauma type situations and
looking for answers too. He doesn't not just a Band-Aid doctor.
Yeah. Retha said I buy a lot of gluten-free products from Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, and Aldi's for my son. Yeah, Aldi's has a lot.
Yeah, which we have an Aldi's now in Conway, but Trader Joe's.
It's in Little Rock.
What?
Trader Joe's.
I know, I wasn't finished.
Oh.
And Whole Foods is in Little Rock.
Yeah. They're not too far from each other either.
I mean, it's all in Little Rock, but they're not close. Isn't Trader Joe's by the new shopping center?
Trader Joe's went near where what's it called? Used to be there. Kind of across from on the border and stuff.
Okay, so it is close to Whole Foods then.
Yeah. Because I went there with
Yeah,
that one time after I ran a race.
I remember, but
It was pretty cool.
yes, it is, Trisha.
Yeah, I haven't been in a Whole Foods in a long time. Brandon said Ed can spot a fishing pole from anywhere.
Yes, he can.
Let's see.
It's a do-it-yourself project, and that is your signature. Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. Okay, well, we've been on here a long time.
Oh wow, over
Nope.
2 hours.
Yep. Hey, Jerry, how are you? We're actually just fixing to get off here.
Yep. Because did not realize how late it was.
No, because we still got to get some stuff ready for work tomorrow.
Yeah, you gotta work.
Yeah.
I gotta take the girls and do some shopping tomorrow and stuff after school. So
And the video.
yeah. Edit one.
You can throw
Film
some of that
one.
in there.
Yeah, I might.
Y'all shopping.
Yeah.
But yeah, that caught you up there. We'll tell the house fire story another day.
Yeah.
So you can look forward to that.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting how it happened. Not interesting that it did happen, but
No.
how it happened.
Yeah.
But we appreciate y'all hanging out with us, and we hope y'all have a good evening and a good week, and we'll catch y'all next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.